don't see women at our camp because anything can happen. That's the vanguard. Women are not supposed to be in the vanguard.
This is a command.
That's why that's all bullshit.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, this is ancient Egypt. You have to remember, right? Because remember, it's all orchestrated. They're gonna go out there.
That's right.
If you go back to Exodus, the first chapter, it talks about Pharaoh hiring midwives to kill the boys. They didn't go specifically after the women because the women, they're useless.
Yep.
So he funded these women in front of these programs because they know it's not going to get for. They're easy. They're very easily to be. They can be controlled real easily.
Gullible.
They're very gullible. But let me just finish this here. It says to preach deliverance to the captives, because right now we're captives, and you Israelites are captive right now because you're protesting for rights to an unjust ruler in his kingdom. So that proves that you're just a slave. And it says, and recovering of sight to the blind. That's why when you go into it says the captive exiles hasteneth to be loosed, and those captive exiles are us because we're exiled. We're not allowed to go into our homeland, right? So it says, and recovering the sight to the blind, to set at liberty them that are bruised. Okay,
so
and there's
bruised again.
Sorry?
They're bruised again, like them that are bruised.
Yeah.
Right?
It says recovering of sight to the blind, and our people they're blind. They don't know where they're going, and that's the majority of Jake. Jake don't know if they're gonna get a meal tomorrow. Jake don't know what's in store for them tomorrow, right? To set at them liberty, and you notice I'm repeating liberty because that's what it is. That's what it's about. That's the topic. What's the liberty? Okay, the liberty in code is Yahushai, man.
That's right.
That's why his name is Yahushua. He is the deliverer. He's going to save you and bring you into liberty, which is the kingdom. Them that are bruised, and we've been bruised. All of that you see there in Black Lives Matter, that's intergenerational trauma.
That's right.
All right? And intergenerational trauma is spiritual, man, because that goes back into reincarnation. That's trauma that goes back into the genes, man. Okay, so you're bruised and you're broken. To preach the acceptable year of Yahweh, and that's what you're supposed to be doing, because we're out here. We're preaching the Lord's kingdom that's about to come. And guess what? He's going to come with violence, wrath, and he's only coming for his own people. That's all I got.
This is going to these people. They're going to the protesting, and a bunch of them. This is a bunch of dry bones. Right? Because they don't have wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, right?
The void of judgment, yeah.
So the book of Ezekiel 37:1, the hand of the Lord Yahweh was upon me and carried me out in the spirit of the Lord Yahweh and set me down in the midst of the valley, which was full of which was full of bones. Basically, these people right now, they're going out and about protesting. They're dry bones, right? Because they don't have understanding, right? Verse 2, and caused me to pass by them round about, and behold, there were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry. Verse 3, and he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live? And I answered, O Lord Yahweh, thou knowest.
I don't know.
That was the point.
Yeah. So the basic saying, like, look what they're doing. Ezekiel's like, because now we know what he's talking about. Ezekiel is getting a vision of the Most High. It's like, what is that I'm seeing? But we grew up in to say, like, yo, man, that guy has tattoos on his eyelids. You know what I mean? Rolling a blunt. You know what I mean? And none of them are gay. You know what I mean? And is Israelite? Can they come back? Like, can this? You know, if it can be said, only you know, only you know.
Yeah.
God knows. You know what I mean? Because he says there's no way he can come back in the full. Because back even in the Roman captivity, like we weren't dealing with certain the Jews weren't dealing with certain Israelites, and this they surpassed the wicked, like the Israelites of today. So just imagine what he was seeing. You're like, what the heck is that? Like in the Roman captivity, people say, yeah, you can come back, and it grows beard back. You know what I mean? But now, Jake doing all kind of folly, man.
It's a whole head is simple.
The whole head, everything, man.
Yeah.
They've surpassed the wicked.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Jake's a pedophile now. Jake's a homosexual and proud. You know, getting awards for being homosexual.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, man. You know?
Precept?
to back up what the brother was reading about dry bones, and it said if they may live. And the reason why the brother was saying that these jakes that are protesting are dry bones is because they don't have life. I mean, they don't have life because they don't have the scriptures, right? So this is, or the understanding of the scriptures. So it says, this is John 6:63. It is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. Everything they're doing right now is through the flesh. And that's why it profits nothing. Nothing. I mean, this protest, the only thing that's different between this protest and the other protest they did, the Black Lives Matter, that this is on a worldwide scale now, because everywhere across the world they're protesting for this.
Well, so are we. You know, we're being forecasted. It said this gospel should be preached in the entire world. So they're pushing their gospel.
Yeah.
We're pushing our gospel, man.
Come on.
Right? But their gospel of the devil.
Right?
It's of Yahweh Shem Yahshai.
Hence why this is of the spirit, like you said, the Yahweh Shem Yahshai, and what they're doing is of the flesh. So the spirit is what quickeneth, and the flesh profited nothing. And then it says.
So that's the problem. Nothing.
Yeah.
Like that will not stop the so-called black on black violence or Esau's top on his neck, his knee in your throat. You have to keep doing it, right? And maybe that will wake you guys up, right? But we know in the spirit is most has to be doing it. But you get a dumb man. Stop. You've been begging this man, marching, holding hands, and eating with him. It's not working, man. Obviously, something greater than what you think it is. You know what I'm saying?
The word that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. So if you're not willing to accept Yahweh Shai, you really are dry bones and you're considered dead. The walking dead. It's just that simple, because this is life. It's for you Israelites, not for everybody, but for you Israelites. The other nations know who they are. They follow their own customs, and they're doing good, right? But we're the only nation that denies the Most High and denies our laws, statutes, and commandments, and that's why we're doing bad. You know?
Yeah, all the other nations, they're doing what they're supposed to. Like, you just see what you just said now. They're doing what they're supposed to be doing, and they're doing good. Logic says if you do what you're supposed to be doing, you do good. But you're not doing what you're supposed to. So that's the only way. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. It's so stupid, man. Right? That's why I'm John 8:32, and it says, "And ye shall know the truth." How will you know the truth? Through the men of the Lord, man. Right? Talk about God this morning. God don't speak to you. He lie. I mean, God speaks to you. Who you call God? Whose name is Yahweh, and His Son is Yahweh Shai. Speak to us through the spirit of this book. He says, I come in the volume of the book. It is written of me. Right? So you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Free the knee off your neck. Freedom of this bondage, man. From this captivity, man. And this is the northern tribes and the southern tribe. You see what I'm saying? Because they're both catching hell. And they won't consider, man, that they have an owner. It tells it in Isaiah 1 and 3.
You want to get that?
Isaiah 1 and 3, yeah. Right? Like all other nation, they pray to their gods, man, and it's working for them for now. Right? You go in the Moab store, he has a cat with an arm up, and orange and apple there, and he's selling wings like motherfucker. He's selling wings, man. Wings and chicken ball, fried. You know what I mean? He's setting you up, man. He's doing good. You go to Elam, Elam to sell his samosas, you know what I mean, and his curry this and curry that. Even I go up in there too. Yeah, you know,
Same here.
It's what I'm saying, right? But
Quick precept, hold on, to the point that they made about the Most High, how the truth comes down. Real quick, this is Solomon. This is Psalm 72, verse 2. Right? I'll start at verse 1. It says, give the king thy judgments, O power, right? And thy righteousness unto the king's son. Right? He shall judge thy people with righteousness. So that's how it works. Right? You see the order. And thy poor with judgment, righteous judgment. Right? And it says, the mountains shall bring peace to the people, right? Which is this truth, the whole entire truth, okay? The whole roll. And the little hills by righteousness. Okay, so that's the point. That's the order of how things go, right? The Lord's not dealing with you when you go out in those places, man. He's not with you. Go ahead, brother.
So I'm going to read the precept, Isaiah, and I got a precept for that precept. So this is Isaiah 1 and 3. I can start at 2.
Okay, so
It says, "Hear, O heavens, and give ear, O earth, for the Lord
so
Yahweh."
everybody, man, from the top Israelite to the lowest Israelite, man, listen to this.
It says, "The Lord Yahweh has spoken. I have nourished and brought up children, and they have rebelled against me."
So the Most High has given us our laws, statute, and commandments, man, and we agree to them. You know, we said, yeah, you know, we
made a covenant.
with the Most High,
Yeah.
right? Read.
And then it says,